Dover Downs International Speedway is the next stop on the Castrol GTX Cup Series Tour. Is the running of the Autism Speaks 400. On the pole for today's race at 167 miles per hour, it is Mike Becker, the number 15 Motorcraft Ford. Beside him, Cody Lamas in car 94. Row 2 has Rush Gardner in the 27 and the 30 of Cole Moore. Row 3, Zed Weinstein in car 70 and the 57 of Cameron Gilson finished second here one season ago. Row 4, Keith Batson in the 28 and Adrian Becker in the 11. Row 5, Cole Daly in the 10 and the 6 of Jeremy Stegall. And here's the command to fire the motors here at Dover.
Drivers, start your engines!
And given the fire the engines, next row down, row number 6, will be Ty Sheets in the 75 and the 52 of Sean Henley. And then Red Bell in the 43 and Jasmine Acosta in the 7 have row number 7. Then Dion Scott and the 4 and the 66 car of Chris Thornton have row number 8. And then row 9, Ann Batson in the 3. And the 9 of Nick Baxter. And the 10th row has Leah Walker in the 29 and the 26 of Sam Young. They call this track the Monster Mile here at Dover Downs. And pace car ducks off on the corner number 4. The green, a Ford and Oldsmobile has the front row. And the Autism Speaks 400 is on. Field rounding the 4th corner here at Dover. Mike Becker will lead the first lap here at Dover. Second is the 27 of Rush Gardner. Zed Weinstein in 3rd. Keith Batson in 4th position now. So far, 2 clean laps at Dover. We had a crash in the 2nd lap in the nationwide race. Cole Daly in about with Ty Sheets for the number 5 spot. And Batson got shoved up the track now. Look at Rush Gardner. He's all over that back bumper of Mike Becker for the number 1 position. Gardner in 27, keeping close movement on the 15. Zed Weinstein in the 70 up to the 3rd position now. Cole Daly, there's Ty Sheets. Keith Batson down in 6th position. Sean Henley up to 7th in the 52. Cameron Gilson in the 57 was 8th. 9th is Dion Scott. 10th, Red Bell in the 43. Cole Moore in the 30 was 11th. Jonathan Ramey runs 12th right now. 13th, Jack Richards. 14th, Theo Stegall. Joshua Osborne in 15th in the 68 car. There's a man who's really been on a hot streak in the Traxxas Truck Series. Jeremy Stegall runs 16th, 17th Adrian Becker. 18th is Dylan Young. Dalton Day runs 19th, the defending Castrol GTX Cup Series champion. Charles Jackson, who driving a car who won this race a season ago with Eric Burton, runs 20th. Ryan Cooper in 21st in car 24. Then his buddy Dylan Poteet in the 22 car runs 22nd. Matching his car number and position. Mitchell Jones in 23rd. 24th, Leah Walker. Jasmine Acosta not having a good run so far in 25th. She's not having a good season neither. In the number 7 Xerox car that her brother John's driven the last few seasons. Trent Dunham in the 1 car runs 26th. Not been a better year for Trent Dunn, but so far it is in the top 10 in the points chase, so he's still running pretty good. Pichu Lennon in 21st, 21 car runs 27th. Jeffrey Finguy in 28th. Johnny Gardner's not going to be happy with this run. He's 29th. Johnny Gardner's been not all happy with his number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Ford yet. And Batson, the Coca-Cola 600 winner, runs 30th right now. Nick Baxter in 31st. 32nd is Aaron Williams, 33rd. Chris Dalton, 34th. Right now, Sam Young. Cody Lamas, 35th. Justin Williams bringing up the rear in 36th. Excuse me, Dale Keselowski in the 33rd is bringing up the 37th position in the rears. Mike Becker still leads the race with 11 laps completed. We have 29 laps to go here at Dover in the Autism Speaks 400. Front 3 cars that run right together and make that front 4 because the 10 of Cole Daly running right up there in the field. Keith Batson's gotten around Ty Sheets for 5th. Back Ty Sheets in the 75. He's dropped back just a bit. He's dropped back from the 5th position all the way down to, I think, 11. We'll see if he's at this time by. He's still 11th, obviously. Yep. Car strung out all single file. So, sorry for a boring race here at Dover so far. Zed Weinstein going inside of Rush Gardner for the number 2 spot now. Weinstein making his move. He's going to bring the 10 of Cole Daly with him, and as well as the 28 car of Keith Batson. But Gardner's still going to shut the door on him, saying, "No, thank you. I'm trying to go for the lead." But that little move by Weinstein has let Mike Becker pull away in the 15. On board with Mike Becker in car number 15. And that's what it's like to ride a full lap around Dover Downs International Speedway, the track called the Monster Mile. A track where ordinarily it reaches up, grabs the cars, bites them, chews them up, and spits them out. But seeing a relatively clean race, which is unusual for Dover, as a matter of fact. So, but Mike Becker's left since the drop of the green flag. He's the pulse over the event at over 167 miles per hour. Very fast around this track at Dover, I should say. But Rush Gardner is closing in on that 27 car. He's closing. He's got a faster car, obviously, right now than Mike Becker does. 20 laps down, 20 laps to go. See if Mike Becker, hopefully he can hold on. Look at Rush Gardner. Gardner trying the inside. Nope, Becker shuts the door on him. Weinstein runs third still. Fourth is still Cole Daly. And fifth position right now is Keith Batson. He's bringing Cameron Gilson and Sean Henley and Ryan and Dion Scott and Red Bell with them. Gardner's still trying the inside lane. Let's see what happens going on turn 2. Weinstein trying to make a peek on the 27 of Rush Gardner. Rush, by the way, is part of the Gardner-Baxter team. And might as well throw in Card and Kloss too, because Matty Card and Cheyenne Kloss run their trucks in the Traxxas Truck Series. And Cheyenne, by the way, has won a race this season, as a matter of fact, at Martinsville Speedway. But right now, Mike Becker, he's doing a good job holding them all off. But by the time I say that, Rush Gardner goes inside for the lead. Nope. But Weinstein goes up the track, apparently missed the turn. And now he's going backwards now as Keith Batson's gotten around him now for 4th. And now Rush Gardner's going to have Cole Daly on his back end now in the 10 car. But now all the while, Keith Batson's now shoved up high as like the 57 of Cameron Gilson. Brings the 52 of Sean Hanley and a 4 of Dion Scott with him. "25 laps down, 15 to go here at Dover." Rush Gardner all over that back end. He hasn't missed a step on Mike Becker. And that's what it's like from the back bumper of Mike Becker's car, right in your rear view mirror. You notice one thing though, with the 27 of Rush Gardner, he's running about a lane or about a half a lane lower, but nope. Rush has now finally pulled up, been moved up high now by the 10 of Cole Daly. And it's now Cole Daly in the 2nd place now. Rush Gardner drops to 3rd. Cameron Gilson trying to close right into the 57 car. "12 laps to go for Mike Becker in car number 15. Dale Keselowski in the 33 car is up ahead. Let's see how Mike Becker negotiates that 33 car, and he will negotiate him easily out of the 4th turn and move by him. Gardner now moves back into 2nd place now in the 27. And that's bad news for Becker because Gardner was fast before when he pulled it behind him. Say Becker's looking in his rearview mirror, sees that 27 Pontiac behind him and thinking, "Oh no, not again." 10 laps to go. Mike Becker has not won a race in Castrol GTX Cup Series competition, a points race I should say, since I believe season 5. Not sure on that. Rush Gardner's closing right in. He's got that speed that we talk about. But sometimes on those tracks, though, catching him's one thing, but passing him's another. And that seems to be the case at Dover. You're up on the back bumper now. Now what do you do? It looks like it's going to be a 2-car shootout to decide it all in the Autism Speaks 400 at Dover. But Mike Becker's done a great job holding his position so far. He's not at all intimidated. Seems like he's not at all intimidated by Rush Gardner in the 27. 7 laps to go now. But meanwhile, Cameron Gilson and Sean Hanley trying to hook up to the 2nd place car. Gilson runs 3rd, Hanley in 4th, and Dion Scott is in 5th. These 2 cars are just about even right now. Let's hear. I think Rush Gardner may be waiting, biding his time, trying to make a move, maybe coming down to the final lap of the race. Planning his vengeance. 5 laps to go here. Here comes Gardner. Gardner again running a half a lane lower than Mike Becker is. He seems to be comfortable with running that kind of a grip of the track there. Becker, here, what some don't realize though, the low line is the shortest way around, but if you run just a little bit on the higher side, it gives you more straightaway speed. Or if you run the very top of the track, But it seems like in this game, though, you're up on the high side, you're screwed just about. And now Gardner switches about half a lane higher than Mike Becker now. That's cost him some ground. 3 laps to go. Can Mike Becker hold on? Or does Rush Gardner have something up his sleeve? Coming to the start-finish line. 2 laps to go. That's the completion of lap number 38. Gardner was up faster that time by a 1:59.99. Becker 1:59.69. We may be fixed to find out. Sean Hanley takes third away from Cameron Gilson. Here comes Gardner, half a lane lower again. Start-finish line. The white flag waves. 1 more lap to go here at Dover. Does Rush Gardner make a move? Mike Becker deploying first. In the second goes Rush Gardner. Gardner a little loose that time by. He's still a little half a lane lower than Becker is. Into third and fourth turns now. Gardner does not make his move. The Autism Speaks 400 belongs to Mike Becker. He wins at Dover. His first win of season 7, I should say. Rush Gardner did everything he could and then some, but Mike Becker, amazingly enough, 40 laps of close battling, and it came down to, pretty much, I don't know what it came down to, but it was just hard. Let's just say it was a hard battle for the win. But the number 15, Motorcraft 4, takes the win here today. Margin of victory, 0.089 seconds. A good close race. Average speed, 162.142 miles per hour. The win today, the Mike Becker in car number 15. Rush Gardner comes home second. Third to Sean Hanley. Fourth Cameron Gilson. Fifth Dion Scott. Sixth Keith Batson. Seventh Cole Daly. Eighth Cole Moore. Ninth Red Bell. And Ty Sheets ends up in 10th position. Then Jonathan Ramey, Zed Weinstein, Theo Stegall in 13th. 14th Dalton Day. Mitchell Jones, Jack Richards, Ryan Cooper, Adrian Becker, and Joshua Osborne and Jasmine Acosta, the top 20 in this race. Here today, some of the big names not right down the field there: Charles Jackson, Dylan Young, Aaron Williams, Ann Batson in 24th. Here, Johnny Gardner, 27th, Trent Dunham, 28th. And here, Dylan Potey, not a good run for him, 32nd. Something definitely terribly wrong with some of those cars. But for Mike Becker, it's car number 15 in victory lane, the 1992 Ford Thunderbird. What a victory for that team. MMB Motorsports gets his first win of the season. Here, and Becker closes the lead now to within 41 points on Sam Young. So Becker making a run for it. Ty Sheets is third. Fourth, Sean Henley. Fifth is Keith Batson. Then comes Dion Scott, Cole Daly, Theo Stegall, Zed Weinstein, and Dalton Day, the top 10. And Jeremy Stegall currently is 20th in the points chase right now. And so, next race on the tour will be at Riverside Raceway, the Budweiser 400. Coming up next.